Hello, in this video I'll show you how to do skin retouching in just 10 minutes. So simply spare 10 minutes of your time to understand how to do skin retouching using frequency separation when it comes to Photoshop. So as we all know, frequency separation divides the image into the colors and the textures, and that is what we want to do in this very case. So you can see right now we have only the background image. So basically we're going to come to the background and create two copies. One copy is going to be involving colors and the other is going to be involving or containing texture. So just come to the background image, then press Ctrl J twice, or you can use Command J twice to create two copies from the background image. Then double click on the layer name and simply rename that to color, and you can rename the topmost layer to texture. So after renaming these two layers, you're just going to come to the color layer, select it, and simply come to the texture layer, turn it off. Then you're going to come to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur. So take the radius slider to the minimum, which is 0.1, and click on an area that seems to have more skin textures or skin details in the photo. Then come to the radius slider, click on it and move that forward. Just click and move it forward. So basically you have to stop at that point whereby the textures or the details on the skin are just starting to disappear from your image. Just come and click OK. Come to the texture layer, turn it on, and simply come to image and come to apply image, and it's going to open up the apply image dialog box right here. So the source is basically the name of the photo that you're trying to edit. Then under layer, select the color layer. Under blending, select add. The reason for selecting add is because this is a 16-bit image. So for a 16-bit image, select the blending of add. Opacity is 100%. Make sure the scale is 2 and offset 0, and make sure invert is turned on. So in case you're editing an 8-bit image, these are settings that you have to use. So for an 8-bit image, simply come after selecting the color layer, turn on RGB. Under blending, select subtract. Make sure invert is not turned on. Make sure the scale is 2 and offset is 128, and you'll basically have the same results. So for our case, this is a 16-bit image. We shall revert the settings to 16-bit settings and click OK. Change the blend mode from normal and change it all the way down to linear light. So select both layers and put them into a group. So select them by holding down Ctrl and click on the two layers and drag them into a group. To put them in a group, you can rename the group to frequency separation. So simply come and click on the drop down arrow to open up the group. Come to the color layer and select it and turn off the texture layer. So for the first step, we want to fine tune the colors without having any interference from the textures in this very photo. So select the color layer and turn off the texture layer. Then you're going to come to the brushes and get the mixer brush tool, and for the settings, make sure the hardness set to 0% and make sure clean brush is selected. Then make sure this second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is selected. The weight is 9%, the load is 75%, the mix is 90%, the flow is 100%. Then make sure sample all layers is not turned on or is not checked, because we don't want the brush to sample information from the texture layer and paint it in the color layer. So make sure sample all layers is not turned on. So after that, the next step is going to be to blend. So to blend the skin tones, we want to blend the mid tones alone, the highlights alone, and the shadows alone. And where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, we are basically going to be using a very small brush to blend the transitions between those colors. So to increase or reduce on the size of the mixer brush tool, you can use the open and close square bracket keys on the keyboard to increase or reduce on the size of the mixer brush tool accordingly. So how to blend? Simply make sure you don't zoom all the way in, retouch at a distance. Then you're just going to slightly increase on the size of the mixer brush tool. So to blend, simply click and hold down and you drag the brush in a given direction to blend a given color in a given area. So we have blended that color, and you can see the skin color or the skin tone are now uniform in that area. So after blending that area, click once again and hold down, and you move the brush in a given direction to blend the colors on a brand new area like that. So once you're done blending on a new area, you can see this highlight. Simply click and hold down and you blend that highlight. So where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, just get a very small brush and you blend the transition between those colors. And you can see right now the forehead looks very nice and the colors are blended quite well. So we're just going to do this for the rest of the skin color. So just come and follow the direction or how a given area is shaped to keep and maintain the original shape of the subject's face in this case. So you can see the cheek is moving in this kind of direction. And by the way, in case the Mr. Brush tool is showing a plus icon, simply deactivate the caps lock key on the keyboard. So, and the other thing, don't forget to like the video and as well subscribe this channel because it helps you to push and recommend this video and this channel to so many people out there. So let's do this quick. You can see how the skin is turning out to look smooth in this case, and continue blending. So when it comes to the nose, simply move the brush in this kind of direction to keep and maintain the original shape of the model's nose, and use the very small brush and blend where there is a different color or a highlight. So this is what we have to do for the rest of the areas that have or contain skin color or skin tones, including the neck and the hand of the subject. So you can see right now what we have. Blend like that, reduce on the size and blend each individual finger like that. So this is going to help us have a smooth image because the colors are going to be blending quite well. So remember, with frequency separation, you want to blend the colors alone, and you as well want to blend the textures alone regarding your photo or your image. So right now we are done blending every transition between all these tones of the model's skin. So just come and turn on the texture layer, and you can see the before and the after, before, after. So after blending this color transitions, you can as well incorporate a second technique to fine tune the image even more by simply coming and get the lasso tool. Make sure new selection mode is activated, the feathering is 20 pixels, and alias is selected or checked, and simply come, click and move to make a selection, for example on the forehead area like that, and simply come back to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur, and it's going to bring back the initial radius that we use for our frequency separation. So for this step, you can manually move this radius slider forward and stop at that point whereby you are having a very good texture for your subject's skin. But you can as well multiply the radius that you use for your frequency separation by 3. So I'll just type in the value. So 7 by 3, you can set we had 7. So 7 by 3, I'll delete 7 and type in the value, which is 21, and click OK. So I'll do this for only the face of the subject in this case. You can see the shapes I'm making are very small and tiny. You can see, and I'm following the way given area shape. So keep out from selecting the eyebrows and the edges of the subject or even the hair of your subject. So you can see how simple it is to retouch using frequency separation. So after doing this, the next step is going to be simply removing or perfecting the textures in this kind of image. So to remove the pimples or blemishes from the model's skin, so when it comes to the nose area, simply apply it on only these dark areas of the nose. Don't select the whole nose because it is going to make the nose look big and flat at the end of the process. So make sure you don't select the whole nose, and you keep out from selecting the highlight areas of the nose. So you can see before and after for just working on the skin tones or the colors of the subject. So you're just going to come to the texture layer and select it. Make sure it is turned on. Come and get the clone stamp tool and make sure for the settings we are going to be using the hardness of 0%. Soft round brush is selected. The mode is set to normal, opacity at 100%, flat at 100%. Make sure aligned is checked, and the sample is set to current layer because we want to remove blemishes that are part of the currently selected layer, which is the texture layer. So you can now zoom in by using Ctrl plus on the keyboard, or you can use Command plus on the keyboard. So to remove a pimple from a given area, simply make sure that the size of the clone stamp tool is slightly bigger than the pimple or the blemish that you want to remove. So to remove this, I'll just use the bracket keys on the keyboard, reduce on the size or increase on the size of the clone stamp tool, and simply hold down the Option key on the keyboard, Option, and click on a clean area near the pimple. Option, click on a clean area near the pimple. Release the Option key on the keyboard. For those using Windows, it is the alternate key on the keyboard, and simply click over the pimple. So Option, click to sample clean skin. Release the Option key on the keyboard and simply click over the pimple to remove it. So you have to keep on sampling and painting over the pimple or the blemishes to remove them from the subject's skin. So take your time as you're trying to remove or clear out all these pimples and blemishes from the model's or subject's skin. So remember, we perfected the colors and we are as well perfecting the textures regarding the image in this case. So I'll just remove all these skin imperfections from the subject's skin. And you can see we blend or we perfect the colors and we as well perfect the textures of the model's skin. Command minus to zoom out. So you can see the image before, after, before, after, before, and after. So this is how you can simply understand how to do skin retouching using frequency separation in just 10 minutes. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this video. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you have been watching and you aren't subscribed to this channel. Ronnix from Ronnixphotography. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.